Hello friends, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel A to Z about dispensing pharmacy, and I'm your host Pooja Chavan. In my last video, I had explained you about what is dispensing, general dispensing procedures, prescription, different parts of prescription. In today's video, I will cover types of dispensed preparations. So friends, let's start. There are total 42 different types of dispensed preparation. Let's see. Aerosols, cachets, capsules, collodions, creams, draughts, dusting powders, eardrops, elixirs, emulsions, enema, gargle, gel, granules, effervescent granules, inhalations, insufflations, irrigations, jellies, linctuses, liniments, lotions, lozenges, mixtures, mouthwashes, nasal drops, ointments, pediatric drops, paints, paste, pastilles, pessaries, pills, poultices, powders, solutions, solution tablets, sprays, suppositories, syrup, tablets, and vitrelli. So these are different types of dispensed preparations. They are total 42 in number. So friends, in this first part I will cover first 7 types of dispensed preparations. Let's start. Aerosols. Aerosols are suspensions of fine solid or liquid particles in a gas. They are used to apply drugs to the respiratory tract and skin. Friends, a container in which a liquid substance is kept under pressure. When you press a button, the liquid comes out in a fine spray. So this is called as an aerosol. Friends, there are 3 types of aerosols. 1. Atomizers. 2. Nebulizers. 3. Aerosol inhalations. So let's see atomizers. The general term atomizer is used to describe any device that transforms liquid into mist. Next, nebulizers. A nebulizer is a small machine that turns liquid medicine into a mist. Third is aerosol inhalations. Aerosol drug administration is the administration of a drug via air particles delivered by an appropriate device that is inhaled and absorbed into the patient's body via the lungs. So these are the 3 types of aerosols. Let's see examples of each. First, atomizers. Friends, atomizers resemble scent sprays. For example, air fresheners, room fresheners, scent, perfumes which we use in our daily life are all examples of atomizers. Next, nebulizers. Nebulizers can be used to deliver bronchodilator, airway opening medications such as albuterol, Xopenex or Pulmicort. Next, aerosol inhalations. It is used in the treatment of asthma, chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Next, cachets. Cachets are the solid unit dosage form of medicament in which drug is enclosed in tasteless sheet made by pouring mixture of rice flour and water between two hot polished revolving cylinders. Friends, cachets are like wafer capsule formerly used by pharmacists for presenting an unpleasant tasting drug. For example, sodium aminosalicylate cachet and isoniazid cachet. Next, capsules. Capsule is a solid dosage form in which the drug is enclosed in a hard or soft soluble container, usually of a form of gelatin. Friends, capsules are easier to swallow and are used by manufacturers when the drug cannot be compacted into a solid tablet. Also useful when the drug needs to be mixed with an oil or other liquids to aid absorption in the body. It is normally a shell or container made of gelatin that contains the drug. There are two types of capsules. One, hard gelatin capsule, second, soft gelatin capsule. Let's see each capsule type individually. First, we'll see hard gelatin capsule. These are for solid medicaments, consist of a cylindrical body and cap, both with hemispherical ends, and are made from gelatin and water with added preservative. This is the example of hard gelatin capsules. This is how hard gelatin capsules looks like. Next, soft gelatin capsule. These are for solids, liquids and semi-liquids, may be spherical, ovoid or cylindrical with hemispherical ends, and are made from gelatin, water and glycerol. Glycerol is mainly used for flexibility along with added preservative. This is the example of how soft gelatin capsule looks like. Okay. Next we'll see collodions. Collodions are fluid preparations for external use. They are applied with a brush or rod. The vehicle is volatile and evaporates on application to the skin, leaving a flexible protective film covering the site. Friends, let me explain you this. Collodions are highly flammable, colorless or yellowish syrupy solution of nitrocellulose, ether and alcohol used as an adhesive to close small wounds and hold surgical dressings in topical medications and for making photographic plates. Now we'll see types of collodions. Unmedicated and medicated forms are available. The former are useful for protecting small cuts and abrasions, while the latter provide prolonged contact between the skin and the medicament. Examples of collodions are used in the treatment of warts, used in liquid bandage products, also used in the cleaning of optics such as telescope mirrors. Some types of nail polish, nail paints also contain collodions. Next dispensed preparation we'll see creams. These are semi-solid emulsions for external use. There are two kinds, aqueous and oily creams, in which the emulsions are in oil in water and water in oil respectively. Means aqueous creams are oil in water based, whereas oily creams are water in oil based. Okay, the oil in water type is relatively non-greasy. Creams are a very popular form of external medication. Friends, we all know that creams are semi-solid emulsions used for external use only. These are the examples of creams. Okay. For example, here one cream I'll take clotrimazole cream 1%. Okay. Next we'll see draughts. Draughts are liquid oral preparations of which only one or two rather larger doses of the order of 50 ml are prescribed. Each dose is issued in a separate container. Guys, in simple words, drafts mean a quantity of liquid medicine ordered as a single dose. Example, draught are normally used as a laxative. Here I have given one example, black draught. Okay, it's a laxative. Okay, it's a single dose laxative. Okay. Next we'll see dusting powders. Dusting powders are free flowing, very fine powders used for external use. It is a powder used on the skin or on wounds, especially for allaying irritation or absorbing moisture. Dusting powders are used to treat skin infections such as athlete's foot, ringworm. It also relieves symptoms such as burning, itching, cracking of the skin, and discomfort caused by infections. Let's see examples of dusting powders. One example is Candid dusting powder. Candid dusting powder is used as an antifungal. Okay. Next is Tinetra, itraconazole dusting powder. This powder is used as antifungal and as antibacterial. That's all friends for today. Hope you guys liked my today's video. Do comment and let me know. Also mention any dispensing related topics you want me to cover. Also do like, share and subscribe my channel friends. Subscribing my channel will give you notifications of my upcoming videos. Also don't forget to hit the bell icon. And friends, in this video I had explained you about first 7 dispense preparation. In my upcoming video I will tell you regarding next 7 dispense preparation. So friends, please stay tuned with me. Till then, thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.